You know the drill. It is time for posed, prompted, or candid with this Glacier National Park elopement. Now, I think you can figure out the game from the title, but we're going to go through a few different photos and talk about whether they are posed, and I set up every part of the composition of the shot, candid, and this just happened to be the moment and I didn't set up anything, or prompted, which is somewhere in between. I give the couple a little direction, but I don't tell them exactly what to do. Starting off with one of the most beautiful landscapes I think I've ever stood in, made even better by the beautiful couple standing right in the front. This was a prompted photo. I told them to just kind of stand on the edge where the trail was and just look out at the landscape. This is the photo that came of it. So again, when I say prompt was to have them stand together and look out. I didn't tell them exactly how to stand next to each other or anything like that. This is what they naturally did. So I loved the way that they were standing there and just the way that they kind of naturally put their hands. And I told them to stay there, moved around the composition a little bit, and then told him to kiss her forehead and her to look back at me. And this I would say qualifies as more of a pose than a prompt because I was telling them directly what to do. We hiked down to the lake that you saw in those last photos and they did their private vows down at the lake. All of the photos that I took down here were completely candid. Prompt here was just dance together. Totally candid on the hike back up. Another totally candid one. We saw so many goats on the hike back up, but this goat specifically just wouldn't leave us alone and just stayed on the trail with us the entire time. So we named him the best man. This was a posed photo. There was a bit of the ridge on the trail here, and I really wanted to get her dress just kind of flying off the edge of that ridge. So in order to do that, we had to position them accordingly and make sure that they were lined up with the rest of the composition of the shot. I have so many that I could share from this day. I could just go nonstop on this video, but I will end with a couple of my friends' absolute favorite photos. This one, walking into the lake, was candid. They were just stepping into the water and holding each other's hands for balance. And then once they were in the lake for a little bit and their toes were nice and freezing in the water, I told them to go in for a kiss and just lean into it a little bit. So this is somewhere between that prompt and pose. My goal is to always document your day in a way that feels as natural and as authentic to you as I possibly can. So I lean a lot more towards candid and prompting as much as I can, but that doesn't mean that we don't incorporate some poses as well throughout your day. I think the best way to document your day as your photographer is to really balance between all three of these and allow you to live in the moment, but still get all of those moments as beautifully captured as these are. And if this is the kind of photography style and wedding day that you're interested in, reach out to me. I would absolutely love to document your day.